Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Video in the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to the Chicago Cougars Relocation franchise. And if this is your first video, you're probably wondering, Juice, why are you wearing a suit? Let's go into the details. So, I said at the beginning of this series, when it first started all those months ago, I said that I thought it would be kind of funny and kind of cool if I wore a suit in the video if we made a Super Bowl. So we go the first season, we win a Super Bowl, or we go to the Super Bowl, and I wore a suit. And then we go the next season, year number 2, we go back to the Super Bowl, I put on the suit again. Now, last year, my camera was having malfunctions in the last season Super Bowl, so I had a little, stick figure picture of me in a suit for that one. But for this year, the camera's back, so I got the suit on, the tie, the Cougar blue. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with why I'm wearing a suit, that's why. I just thought it'd be a little funny thing to wear a suit for a video, because I kind of got inspiration. There's this YouTuber, FIFA YouTuber. I don't know if you guys heard of him. I've seen some of his videos. His name's actually Chesnoid Gaming. He's a FIFA YouTuber. He's from England and stuff. And in his videos, when his teams make a final, like a cup final, or the Champions League final, or any kind of big match final, he dons a suit. And so I thought, you know what, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, some of the coaches back in the day, back in the 60s and 70s, they wore coaches on the side, or they wore suits on the sidelines. So I thought, you know what, why not? That'd be a little fun thing to spice up the series and to add a little weird thing in every so often in the video. So when we make a Super Bowl, I put the suit on. And unfortunately, this is the last time the suit will be here, because this is the final actual game of the series. Next episode will be the series finale, not season finale, series finale. That video is just going to be like a little retrospective. We're going to take a look back, reminisce, think about some of our favorite moments, look at some stats, look at some records, do all that kind of stuff. Just see the kind of progression of the series. See some of our favorite players of all time and stuff like that. So that's what that series is going to be. That's the next episode. That's the final episode. But this is the final actual gameplay of the Cougar series. Now, you guys know that in the Baron series, the Cougars do exist in that universe. But that's an alternate universe with totally different stuff happening. So it's not the same Cougars that this Cougars is. So with all that being said, I think it's finally time to play our final Super Bowl. We are 3 for 3 in Super Bowls. We've won the first one, the second one, and the third one. 3 for 3. This is our fourth one. We're going for 4. 4-peat, baby. Something the Buffalo Bills couldn't do. We're going for that today. Hope you guys are excited. If you are, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and join the Juice Club. Let's get right into it and possibly win a 4th Super Bowl. Here we are in the final season Super Bowl. We're going up against the Dallas Cowboys, who I'm pretty sure we played last season in the Super Bowl and we beat. We finished the year 16-1. We've beaten, who did we beat in the playoffs? We beat, I guess I could just check it. I wanted to say it off the top of my head. We beat the Bills and the Bengals. That's right. We played the Bengals and the Bills. We beat them both. We scored 40+ in both of those games and held them to under 20 in both games. We got really lucky that the Bengals beat the Chiefs. So, unfortunately, the Cowboys beat the Giants, so we don't get a little bit of a new matchup. It is going to be a 1 versus 2. We got to play the Cowboys again. It's understandable. The Cowboys are good. Cowboys are very, very good. And also, in that reminiscing episode, that kind of retrospective, taking a look back, we'll take a look at all the awards and all that stuff for the season. So that'll all be in that episode. But we got to solely focus on the game ahead, on Dak Prescott, and on this Cowboys team. We know they're good. We know that they can sling the ball around the field. We know that Dak's a really good player, really good arm. But their defense is aging. You've still got Malik Hooker. You've still got DeMarcus Lawrence. And they're not as good as they used to be. That's really good for us because that means that our younger, faster receivers and quarterback Trey Lance can take advantage of that maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. But it is time to take a look at the Cowboys roster right after we upgrade whoever needs an upgrade. Trent Favors can just get upgraded. I think he's a true 99 now, which is awesome. So let's take a look at what the Dallas Cowboys have to offer in this Super Bowl matchup. So we know they still have Dak Prescott. He is 32 years old, 96 overall, still has X Factor. They still have Zeke. He's 30 years old. They don't have Tony Pollard anymore. They have Amari Cooper still and CeeDee Lamb. So they're 90 plus, 95 plus. And then you've got Shamel Thompson, a wide receiver from Oregon State, who's been in the league for a little bit. So he's also pretty good. So their wide receiver core is really good. Their offense in general seems to be pretty solid still. Foster Moreau is the tight end. LaMarcus Burnett is the left tackle. Joel Bitonio, Ryan Jensen, Johnny Ellis, and Lyle Collins. So they've got two younger guys on that offensive line that are in the 70s. So if we could take advantage of that, that would be awesome. The rest of the offensive line is pretty solid. They still have DeMarcus Lawrence, Deshaun Hand, and Zion Gore are on the defensive line. So it's not a great defensive line. I wouldn't expect much pressure from their linemen, but I maybe would expect some pressure from their linebackers. Kendrick Spence is a good linebacker, outside linebacker. They have Demario Wilbon, who's a really good player, and somebody that I was interested in drafting. And Philip Hunt is the right outside linebacker. So really good outside linebackers. Elijah Molden, Darius Phillips, Kendall Sheffield are the corners. Not great. Their fastest guy is 93 speed, Kendall Sheffield. So I think we might have a field day with these guys. Malik Hooker and Derek Forrest are the safeties. And then Aldrich Rosas and Dorian Gleason are the kicker punter. So their defense not anywhere near as good as their offense is. And their offense really isn't that great, but they do have some skill position guys that are pretty elite in Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, and obviously they got Dak and Zeke. So it's going to be interesting to see how we can handle this team, but we've been pretty dominant this entire season, except for when we played the Chiefs. Luckily, we didn't have to do that. So without further ado, it is time. The final Super Bowl of the Chicago Cougars series is about to get underway. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you got your popcorn ready, because it's about to be a big one. Let's get it. Let's jump in and play the Cowboys in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta is the host of the Cougars and the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Let's do this.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cougars Super Bowl is about to be underway here in hot Atlanta. What Super Bowl numeral is this? It's LX. Does that mean it's Super Bowl 60? Right, because L is 50, right? And then X is 10. So I'm guessing this is Super Bowl 60. Not 100% sure. But we'll see if we can get some pressure on Zeke in this offense, and we do. Micah Parsons, former Cowboy, makes an impact here on the first play. And we're going to try and get Kalen Cousins out in front, get some pressure on the Cowboys. And they're going to quick throw that. It's going to be Cooper, and he broke the tackle. Amari Cooper down the sidelines. Alex Ali pushes him out of bounds after 32 yards. I did not expect Amari Cooper to break that initial tackle. That was not something that I was Not something I was quite expecting. But now the Cowboys have a lot of momentum, and that's going to be Dak to Cooper again. Dak's getting this ball out pretty quick, just like Joe Burrow was in the last episode against us with the Bengals, and Josh Allen was doing it against us with the Bills. Quarterbacks know how to beat us. They know how to get the ball out quickly. That's going to be Zeke, and Zeke gets a big-time carry. Cowboys churning some yards in the first quarter. First drive of the game. I think it's time to get Trent Favors involved. He's been kind of in the background for the first couple plays. It's time to get Trent Favors involved. That's what I'm talking about. Cradling him. He's a baby. He's a child. Burp him. It's time to go. Trent Favors got to get that motor running. He's the best player on this defense. Him and Patrick Surtain, best players on this defense. And that's saying something because we got Chase Young in this defense as well. And that's out of bounds. No touchdown. Thank you. I didn't get an animation with Patrick Surtain. We've got some really good players on this defense, and Trent Favors is the best player on this defense. That's going to be a screen. He gets it. Budda Baker misses the tackle, but Telfer wraps him up. I thought Budda Baker would be a shoo-in for that tackle. Didn't actually get it. And we hold them to a field goal after their flurry of offenses the first couple of plays. We stand tall, and we force 3 points. Okay. Obviously, I would have enjoyed no points. That's what I would have chosen. But given the scenario where they got 32 yards on the Amari Cooper play, holding them to 3 points is good. Especially because I know how high-powered this offense can be most of the time. And so I'm not worried right now. If it gets to a point where we're like in the second or third quarter and we still haven't done much, then I'll start to get worried. Look at these numbers. These are Hall of Fame level numbers for Trey Lance. Will he get to the Hall of Fame? I don't know. Maybe. And remember, I didn't forget. Hope you didn't either. We got to score Jonathan touchdown. We got to score a touchdown with Jonathan Taylor. That's what I wanted to say. We got to score with Jonathan touchdown. I guess he is Jonathan touchdown. Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And we got to use Kyle Pitts before he leaves the... Oh, my God. Big play, Tajay! He cooked his man, and it's a touchdown for the Cougars. I was just going to chuck that to Kyle Pitts, but Tajay Chamberlain, for some reason, just absolutely toasted his man. It was Elijah Molden on the coverage, and I'm just glad that the ball got to him. Big play, Tajay. You're not catching that man. You're not catching him. He's a speed demon. And Rodrigo Blankenship will put that up and through. And just like that, you know how I mentioned we're a big play offense, so I wasn't really worried? Example A of why we are a big play offense. And why I wasn't too worried. 7-3. And Tajay Chamberlain, I know I call him Big Play Tajay, but he doesn't really get that many big plays. It's usually Terry McLaurin or Jamar Chase or Kyle Pitts or whoever else. Or even Matt Peterson. It's never really Tajay, but he's been coming along in this postseason. He's been a really good player for us, as he usually is. And they're going to give it to the backup running back, Pryor. He's going nowhere. Pryor's still in the game instead of Zeke. I don't know why you don't have your X-Factor running back, Zeke Elliott, in there. Chase Young was in the backfield, but he got it away to CeeDee Lamb. Luckily, Surtain was trailing him. Look at Sean McVay. Sean McVay doesn't even have to coach at this point. This team is basically running on autopilot. You don't even have to have a coach. This team is so talented. Dak rolls up in the pocket. That was a great footwork in the pocket. Dak Prescott, very impressive there. He moved around in the pocket using the footwork. Very, very impressed with that. He created some time. He extended the play. That was a great move from Dak there. And Dak's going to throw that. Why are you throwing that? One-on-one with the greatest cornerback of all time? You never learn, Dak. You never learn. I don't know why he would throw that at my boy, Patrick Surtain II, the greatest corner in NFL history. You cannot test him like that, especially one-on-one. He's always going to win those, or at least knock him down. You're rarely going to get a catch on Patrick Surtain. That just doesn't happen. Cue the many times it has happened. That's funny. All right. Where do we go with this? I'm thinking Kyle Pitts. I am thinking Kyle Pitts, but he dropped it. Those animations suck. I hate those animations, man. Oh, I didn't realize that was 4th down. I probably wouldn't have taken that shot if it was 4th down. Those animations are so stupid. He should have caught that. But just because he gets hit in the hip, yep, he drops it. Whatever. I'm just going to run. I know I have Jamar Chase wide open, but I'm just going to take off and run. Might as well not risk throwing an incomplete pass or something when I know I can get the yards easy. All right, let's get a touchdown with Jonathan Taylor so we can get that off the list. Oh, I was hoping he'd break a tackle there. Really hoping he'd break a tackle. He didn't. So we'll cut this inside, and okay, nothing there. That might be the end of the first quarter. I don't know if I'll be able to get another playoff. I will. I'll be able to get this playoff. And I'll roll to the right. Throw it to the end zone. I shouldn't have thrown that. Kendall Sheffield picks that off. That was just a dumb play. I don't even know how to explain it. I was gonna throw it to Tajay earlier in the play. I decided not to because I thought I could run and get the first down, but they collapsed it and I didn't have the room. So then they started getting closer to me and I panicked. I should have just thrown it out and then taken the 3 points or gone for it, either one. But knowing me, that was never going to be the idea, and I should have picked that off. And I just threw it to the back of the end zone, knowing full well that was going to be a pick. I haven't done that much in this final season. I haven't done that much this season. And that's going to be a 3 and out for the Cow. Oh no, they got the first down somehow. I thought that was going to be 4th down, but it's 3rd down and 2 now. Oh, they got the first down on the first play. That's right. Oh, it's a keeper with Dak. I didn't expect that. And Dak breaks first tackle and gets a big-time gain. Everybody either fell or committed to the running back there. Nobody was expecting Dak to keep that. And Dak keeps the play in the drive alive. All right, Dak, I see you out here. Darryl Royals lays the hammer on Pryor. He had no shot. They still have Mike McCarthy. That's strange. You don't see a lot of AI teams keeping their coaches around this deep into the series. They're going to give this to Pryor again. It's this time wrapped up by Russ Telfer. All right, they had 3rd and 2 last time. Now it's 3rd and 5. If it's a quarterback keeper, we're going to be in trouble. But it doesn't look like it's going to be read option. It still could be a keeper, but it's not going to be read option at least. Dak's going to get the ball away quickly. It's going to be the young Shamel Thompson. I guess he's not young anymore. He's probably 3 years in the league or something. But another 3rd down conversion. The defense kind of selling here. That's going to be play action. Dak rolling to the right. Turn into the player, please. And Jeff Sewell's going to force him to slide. I kept pressing circle, trying to get him to turn into Jeff Sewell. It turned me into literally everybody else. 2nd and 7 now after the little scramble from Dak. They're going to hand it off. Delayed handoff to Pryor, and Trent Favors ate that up. Ate that for breakfast. Nom, 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 nom. You're not beating me. Trent Favors is a hoffer. Absolute hoffer. 3rd and 8. They're in field goal range, so they can get down by 1 if they want to. But they're going to go to the end zone. Surtain got beat, and it's a touchdown. Wow, I guess just completely forget what I said about Pat Surtain getting beat on plays. He doesn't usually do that, but he got cooked on that one. Did he have possession? Obviously he had possession. Did he get both feet down? They're going to give it to him. It's a touchdown for the Cowboys, and they have a 3-point lead. Well, they will after the extra point if we don't block it here. And we won't. Okay, so we've got 2:45 to go in the half. We get the ball to start the second half. If we could do the double, score at the end of the first half and then score at the top of the second half, then we'll be back in control of this game. And all I need to do is not make a stupid decision like I did in that. And it looks like I'm freezing up a little bit. Why is that doing that? Is it working? No. Oh, I froze. Hold on. Am I back? Hold on. I need to figure out why my camera's freezing here. Is it working? Okay, I think it's back. I might need to change the battery after this. That might be why it's freezing. All right, but it seems like it's working for right now. If I notice it again, then I'll pause it again. But all right, let's fix this problem that we had. And I've got a big-time player open. It's Kyle Pitts. Who else? Who else but Kyle freaking Pitts, man? That's why he's a beast. He eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. And Jonathan Taylor runs through whoever that was. I don't know who number 6 was for the Cowboys. I didn't pay attention to their numbers. Kyle Pitts takes us down the field, and Jonathan Taylor gets us a little bit closer. Let's give another run to Taylor just in case he breaks it for a deep touchdown. Elijah Vera Tucker, he blocked him, I guess, so I can't be too mad. But he blocked him right into where I was about to run. So I couldn't get too... They didn't even block DeMarcus Lawrence that one. He just completely was unfree, or was free the entire time. I gotta roll out of this pocket. I got a man open. It's gonna be Tajay. Big play, Tajay. He's showing up in the Super Bowl. Okay. Big play Tajay showing up in the Super Bowl. So we do one half of the double, which is score at the end of the first half. Although there is still a minute 22, so anything can happen. Anything can happen in the Super Bowl. I'm hoping that anything that does happen is us getting the ball back and scoring again. I didn't expect Tajay Chamberlain to be the go-to guy for scoring touchdowns in this game. I thought maybe Jamar or Terry, but big play Tajay showing up on the big plays. He's got what, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns? Something like that. And Dak's got his X Factor lit up, which I think is pro reads. I think I remember seeing that. It's pro reads is his X Factor. What do we have to do to get it out of it? We have to... Oh, I didn't get time to see it. He's got no time! And that's going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb. Chase Young and Micah Parsons were right there trying to get it as quick as possible. Why can't I get to him? Okay, don't take a sack. So if he gets a sack, then his X Factor's gone, which it could have been gone right there if I would have got to him in time. Is it a screen? It is a screen. Cam Curl wrapping him up. Good tackle, Cam. Good tackle. Unless we turn them over here, I have a sneaky suspicion we're not going to get the ball back. Either it's going to run out of time or they're going to score. Dak has time. Checks it down. Good tackle there from Tevin Lambert, keeping him in bounds. And it is 3rd and 7. They're going to have to make a decision if they don't get this first down. Because they are not in field goal range. And Dak throws it to the out-of-bounds marker, but it's not a first down. It's 4th and 2. What are they going to do here? They're going to go for it. They're not in field goal range. They got to go for this. They still have a timeout, 27 seconds, but if they don't get this first down, we get the ball. And it's going to be thrown quickly. Caught by Amari Cooper. Did not expect that. And that might be the end of the half. Yeah, they're going to kick the field goal with 10 seconds left. Good catch from Amari Cooper there. Really good catch. I thought maybe AJ Terrell would knock it down or something, but it was caught the sure hands of Amari Cooper. And Trayvon Diggs blocked the kick! Trayvon Diggs! The former Cowboy! Trayvon Diggs saves points. I'm in shock. Wow, okay, I did not expect that to happen. What? Trayvon Diggs blocks the kick to put the Cowboys down by 1. Can I see the instant replay? I can, okay. Look at this. Trayvon gets a great jump off the line. Just dives in, gets his fingertips on it. The former Cowboy makes the play of the Super Bowl to this point. Gets just his fingertips on it is all he needed. And the Cowboys walk away with nothing at the end of the first half. Wow, I did not see that coming. Trayvon Diggs in the Super Bowl. Look at that. Now that's a thumbnail right there. Trayvon Diggs jumping for his life. Jumping for his entire existence on planet Earth. for every Cowboy and Cougar fan out there. Everybody had hold their breath. What a block kick from Trayvon Diggs. Insane. Absolutely insane performance there. And now we start the second half, and it's 14-10. I didn't think that this would happen, but it is what it is. And it was brilliant. Now here's the big question. Do we take a shot down the field like we have been in the first half? I'm not sure. Jonathan Taylor really going nowhere on that one. He's got 8 carries for 29 yards. I'm going to roll. I'm going to just find Jamar Chase. If I would have waited a couple more seconds, maybe Kyle Pitts would have been open. I don't know, but might as well get it to him while he can. Let's go with a PA cross flood, because I know this play always has at least Kyle Pitts open. Not to mention Terry McLaurin, who burned his man, and Trey Lance has got the arm. Terry McLaurin! Mwah! It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Chef's kiss. Trey Lance to Terry McLaurin, the greatest combination of all time. You love to see it, and now we're up 21-10. That block kick is massive. I don't know if we fully understand the extent of how massive that block kick was for Trayvon Diggs. To end the half with that, crazy. 21-10. And we are about to get back underway here on defense. And I'm trying to get pressure on Dak. He's still got that X Factor lit up. As long as Amari Cooper doesn't get his lit up. And Zeke hasn't been in since like the first drive. I don't know what's going on with Zeke. He must have the stamina glitch going on with him. That is going to be roughing the passer there. Roughing the passer. Yeah, whatever. We get it. Trent Favors is probably the most penalized guy in the league when it comes to roughing the passers. I always get called for that. Him and Chase Young always get called. All right. So they have the ball at the 43-yard line. They're going to hand this off to Pryor. He's going nowhere. That ball's out. Chase Young forced it out, and Trent Favors has it, and he did a little spin move. Chase Young just shoulder blocking Pryor, popping that ball out, and then Trent Favors scoops it up, and I must have pressed circle too many times because he does a spin move and slows his momentum down. He might have been able to return that. Who knows? He probably would have got caught. But a great turnover there. And the defense that forces the most turnovers in the NFL has forced 2 in the Super Bowl. Insane performance. I'm going to set my feet, throw that to Kyle Pitts, and score a touchdown. Oh, it's Kyle. Oh, he's doing the McGregor walk. Get those loose bones. Look at that. Oh, look at that majestic beast. Love Kyle Pitts. Love me some Kyle Pitts. 28-10 with Rodrigo Blankenship's extra points. The Cowboys are crumbling. They were looking so good in the first quarter. They scored that touchdown. They were looking good. I mean, our defense is just that elite. What do I tell you? I've built the greatest team of all time. I have built the greatest team of all time. I can't say much more about it. But we got to get a sack on Dak so that we can get him out of his X Factor. I don't appreciate him being in his X Factor all the time. That's going to be caught. CD. CD's nuts. And he will go down. 2nd down and 7. Don't forget, we still got to get the Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So that's in the back of the mind. As Pryor tries to hurdle over the fallen... Is that Favors on the ground there? He tried to hurdle over him. Telfer's not letting that happen. And it is 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys. We them boys. That's going to be a good pass. He finds Foster Moreau. And it's a 1st down. Good throw from Dak. Standing in the pocket with pressure in his face. Finds his tight end. Good throw. Very good throw, and it's 1st down and 10. Dak finds his man out of the backfield as Pryor. A.J. Terrell does a good job of pushing him out of bounds. Doesn't get the first down. It's 2nd and inches. All right, defense, step up here, step up. I need to get pressure on Dak. There it is, Chase Young with the sack. The Predator is hunting, and he's got his sights set on Dak Prescott. Huge sack. That gets him out of the X Factor, which is what I wanted to do. Chase Young's just feasting on this left tackle over here. He's not on the same level as Chase Young is. Oh, but Dak's got open space. He's got room to run. Dak Prescott. I tried to sack him and try to hit him hard. Not sack him. I tried to hit him hard, but Dak Prescott making things happen with his legs. That's not the first time he's done that today. 1st down and 10 after the huge scramble for Dak. They're going to hand off to Pryor. He's going nowhere. Favors was there to stop him. I thought maybe they'd give him a yard on that one. But we are now officially under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And Cowboys need to get some points on the board quickly. Pryor's going nowhere again. They need to stop running this ball. Run the ball with Dak. That's been more successful than Pryor. Our defense is not allowing you to run the ball with Pryor. It's just not going to happen. Maybe if Zeke was in, maybe it would be a different story. I don't know. But Pryor is not the guy. He is not him. And that's going to be in the corner. CeeDee Lamb makes a difficult catch, but a good catch at the sidelines. And that's another 1st down. These 3rd down conversions are kind of frustrating. Zeke literally just said, yeah, this game isn't going my way. I'm out. And he dipped. But Pryor, a great block from Shamel Thompson. I was going to stop him there, but I got blocked there by Thompson, and Pryor just weaves his way around, and the Cowboys have some life. 28-17. It's not over yet. We can't be popping the champagne and having the confetti fall just yet. 55 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kyle Pitts has his X Factor lit up. It's weird that he's on kick return duty, but whatever. All right, so I probably want to get all the way to the goal line and then score with Jonathan Taylor instead of just having to drive down the field with him. But if it's this easy, I mean, look at. Okay, we're gonna walk out at the 1. I could have very easily scored that, as you could tell, but we got to get this touchdown with Jonathan Taylor. It's the last thing I need to do is get this touchdown with Jonathan Taylor. Then we can go ham and score whatever we want. But Jonathan Taylor scores. That completes the check. We have scored at least 1 touchdown in every single game this season, including postseason, with Jonathan Taylor. The job is done. And now, that only took 2 plays. It would have took only 1 play, but I walked out at the 1. And we go back up 35-17. This Cowboys defense, I told you it was going to be easy. Their corners just can't keep up with our guys. If it wasn't Terry McLaurin, it would probably be Kyle Pitts. And we've seen Kyle Pitts torch his guys. We saw Tajay torch his guy over there. So, I mean, it's not just the fact that it's Terry McLaurin, but it's just these corners are not very fast. Plus, they're not great overalls. I mean, 88's not bad, but they're just not very fast. They can't keep up with our guys who have 90+ speed. 17-35. Dak doesn't have his X Factor anymore. He's running away from Trent Favors. He will get the ball away. I was just a half a second too late. He just got the ball away. And with 14 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, what will Dak in this do? Ooh, Kalen Cousins almost stepped offside there. That's going to be thrown quickly. It's going to be Amari Cooper, who's been the most consistent receiver on the team so far for the Cowboys. That will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 7 minutes of NFL action left in the season. Left in the series. Will your Chicago Cougars walk away as 4-time Super Bowl champions? I hope so. Judging by the way this defense has been playing for the Cowboys, I think that's more than likely. And that's Alex. Oh, I thought it was Alex Ali. It's Russ Telford who makes the tackle on the legs. We were ready for the screen that time. 2nd down and 10. And Dak gets the ball away. Surtain made the jump, but he couldn't get it. Surtain went for the acrobatic animation. Thought he had it picked off, but CeeDee somehow got it in there and caught it. All right. That's going to be in the middle of the field. Caught by Cooper. Baker will make the play. But Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, they're the number 1 and number 2 receivers for a reason. They're making some big-time catches here. And Dak is playing really well. 8 for 114 for Amari Cooper. Dak's really only made the one mistake, which is the interception. That's Foster Moreau. Big hit from Budda Baker. Somehow Moreau doesn't fumble that ball. All right, will the Cowboys put the ball in the end zone in the fourth quarter here? They're going to motion a man. And then they're going to hand this off to Pryor. He's going nowhere, man. Pryor got lucky with that one touchdown. But other than that, his numbers are kind of inflated because of that. I think it was like a 17-yard run anyway. So he's kind of got a little bit of inflated numbers because he has done nothing except for that one touchdown run. He's going nowhere again. Chase Young was in the backfield before the handoff is even completed. That would have been a sack or what it was, which is a tackle for loss. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in the season. And it's in the back of the end zone. I turned into Surtain, but I didn't realize I turned into him, so I was moving around thinking I was somebody else. I could have picked that off very easily. I could have picked that off very easily if I would have realized what I was doing. Do we think they go onside kick here? That's an interesting question. I'll play for the onside kick. I don't think they will. They will. That's a good thing I played for it then. I had a little bit of thought in the back of my mind thinking they would. Pick it up, please. Thank you. Austin Eckler's there to do it. All right, so now we can kind of do whatever we want here. We already got the touchdown with Jonathan Taylor, so I can kind of just throw it to whoever I want. They're press. When are they going to learn? You don't press Terry McLaurin. But, I mean, Tajay Chamberlain's got 2 touchdowns already, so I'll look for him again. I'll give it to him. I got Gambler, so it doesn't matter. Pass interference? Did I just throw a cheesy pass interference? Offense? I honestly didn't think they had offensive pass interference in the game. If we're being super honest, I didn't think they had offensive pass interference in the game. Huh. Okay. Didn't know that was a thing in Madden. It is. I don't know what that flag is, but Terry dropped it, actually. Oh, okay. It's going to be a roughing call on the Cowboys. Bobby Brown III. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that because that gives me life. I don't have to waste my X Factor. We're going to motion Terry, think that he's going to get the ball, and then have Kyle Pitts wide open. Wide open Kyle Pitts. And now what do we do here? Let's go with a different play. Let's go with the play action tight end screen. This could either go really, really good or really, really bad. I'd never called this play before. So, yeah, that's why I don't call the play. I didn't even really know what was happening in that play. I've never called that play before, if you couldn't tell. That was pretty weird. All right, so we got it. Heave it. End zone. Kyle Pitts touchdown. What even was that? I don't even know. I just was throwing it. I was just heaving. Double me. Kyle Pitts is an animal. And he just goes up and gets it. Oh, baby. Trey Lance just says, F it. Kyle Pitts is down there somewhere. And he just throws it. And Kyle Pitts was down there somewhere, and he caught it. It is 42-24. We are wiping the floor with the Dallas Cowboys. Although they have been pretty consistent on offense the past couple of drives. They've gotten some good touchdowns. They've tried to fight back in this game. Dak's done really good. Like, the offense has not played bad. Dak's just made the one mistake with the interception, but I didn't capitalize on the interception because I threw an interception myself. So, really, I mean, the fumble was pretty bad. That's what I capitalized on, was the fumble. But Dak has played amazing. 27 for 31, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Like, Dak has played amazing. Cooper's played amazing. CeeDee Lamb has played amazing. Their defense has played horrible. That's the real problem that they're having here. Pryor will get some space off the screen, get hammered by... Who was that hammered him? I didn't see the number. But now we're at the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning left in the Super Bowl. It was Alex Ali that got the tackle. 2 minutes left in the series. And I'm trying to roll around here. I was trying to get to him. Chase Young's trying to get to him. He ends up finding space and finding CeeDee Lamb. Dak Prescott was acting like Kyler Murray on that play. He was running around everywhere. He traveled a long way just to throw that ball. That's going to be a great pass. I got picked by my own player. And Thompson gets down to the 2. First and goal for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's back to the end zone. Caught Shamel Thompson. Touchdown Cowboys. It's still over. It's not like they can win. But they're fighting back. They're giving it a game. They are giving that old schoolboy try. That's not the same. No. Ah, crap. I knew they were going to do this, but I accidentally pressed X too many times. Hopefully it doesn't go bad for us. Pick it up. Thank you, Tevin Lambert. And just go down. Just go down. A minute left to go. Game over. We are going to be 4-time defending Super Bowl champions. And it's been fairly simple. It's been a fairly simple game. I'd have to go back and watch last year's game and see how big of a game it was. Like how much did we win by? Was it in doubt at any time? I don't know. I seem to remember one Super Bowl was pretty crazy. I don't remember which one it was, but I do remember a Super Bowl being pretty crazy. Was it against the Panthers? Where we won in the overtime? Or maybe like it was down to the final play or something? I feel like that happened. I don't think I'm making that up. That was a very risky throw. That could have been picked off. I don't think I have Gambler. Do I have Gambler activated? I don't know if I have Gambler activated or not. It's 4th and 2. I don't. And they have no timeouts left. I trust our offensive line and Jonathan Taylor to get this first down. And he will. And he'll get more than just the first down. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Your Chicago Cougars are going to win the Super Bowl for the 4th straight season. This is exactly how I wanted to go out. I wanted to go out on top. I wanted to go out with a win. And we're exactly going to do it. And Jonathan Taylor going to try to inflate his numbers a little bit more. 57 yards. He's already got his touchdown. One final play in the series. Will it be a touchdown for Jonathan Taylor? Okay, we're going to call a timeout. We might as well end on a touchdown. If I didn't get that many yards, I probably wouldn't have cared. But since I got that many yards on the carry, we might as well at least try to end on a touchdown. If we can. If we can't, we can't. But might as well give it that old try. Give it to Taylor. Let him bounce it outside. Good play. Good play. And we won't end on a touchdown, but we will win the Super Bowl. I'll put the controller down, and we will get our celebration. Let the confetti fall. As I skip that thing. There we go. Let the confetti fall. Win the Super Bowl. Trey Lance, 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. Or 3-time? 2-time? 3-time? I don't know. 2 or 3. And he's hype. He's hyped as ever. Jonathan Taylor wins the Super Bowl. Terry McLaurin, Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts gets the Super Bowl. We did it. We did it, boys. We're the champs. We're the champs. The most dominant team in NFL history. It has to be said. It has to be said. The most dominant team in NFL history. Kyle Pitts up there on the podium. Trey Lance. Dalton Schultz up there. Jamar Chase in the background. And he's cradling it like a baby. Cradling it like a baby. You earned it, Trey. You played your heart out this season. Had a phenomenal season. A Hall of Fame level season. And that ball, that was the craziest play of the entire game, was just heaving it to Kyle Pitts. Absolutely insane play. And the Chicago Cougars are 4-time champs. Stats, Trey Lance 11 for 14, 371 yards, 5 touchdowns, and that unnecessary interception, but whatever. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown for Jonathan Taylor. 5 catches, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns for Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns for Tajay Chamberlain. 2 catches, 139 yards, and a touchdown for Terry McLaurin. Just these numbers are insane. And then you go to defensive. A.J. Terrell had 6 tackles. Budda Baker and Telfer had 6 tackles. We had some tackles for loss with Chase Young. We only had 1 sack, which was Chase Young getting Prescott out of the X Factor. And we only had 1 interception. Probably could have had a couple more, but I made some mistakes. Patrick Tan got the 1 interception. And the Cougars win the Super Bowl again. Never really in doubt, but did you really think it was going to be in doubt? I didn't. I had all the confidence in the world in these boys to get it done, and they did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. We have 1 video remaining, which is the recap kind of retrospective. You guys already know. That'll be coming out pretty soon. But that is going to do it for the Chicago Cougars as a series, as a gameplay. We've obviously got the Barons up and running. They're almost done with their first season. And I really enjoyed this series. It's been really fun. I'll go into more of the emotional side of things in the next episode, but this has been really fun. Really, really cool. We'll take a look at the season recap in the next episode as well. We'll do all that stuff. It's a good thing we're not going another season because we don't have very much money in cap space. We got negative $9 million. I do want to say, if you want to see like a 10 years in the future with the Cougars and see what happens, I'll put everything on auto and just sim 10 years in the future, see how many Super Bowls they can win. Then I might do that. Maybe as like a little special, because we've kind of got attached to some of these guys like Favors and Russ Telfer and guys of that nature, Tajay Chamberlain, Matt Peterson. So maybe we simulate 10 years in the future, see how those guys' careers end. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, but I just thought I'd mention it in case you guys would be interested in seeing that. But that is gonna do it for this episode. We got 1 more episode remaining. I hope you guys are excited for it. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.